Was it the voice? Was it the fire?
So AudioPro has been pioneering their Wi-Fi multi-room speakers, and we've also checked out some of them in the past and they're pretty impressive.
Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke. But since you left me alone, I've been high.
Today we're taking a turn and checking out a smallish Bluetooth speaker from AudioPro to see if they can nail the recipe of making a good portable Bluetooth speaker. Welcome to a review of the AudioPro P5. Hello, my name is Sean and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I do a lot of tech reviews as well as unboxing, and if that is something that interests you, do consider subscribing to this channel, leave a thumbs up on this video as well as share this video to all your friends around. And with that said, let's get on with the review of the AudioPro P5. So today's speaker is sent over to me for review by AudioPro Malaysia, and as usual, although these were sent out to me, I will still be sharing with you my honest opinion so you know what these speakers can offer before you buy them. So the P5 here retails for about US 200, and that's about 850 Malaysia ringgit, so not the cheapest out there, and some might just buy it for the brand. So let's see if these are any good. Also, if you're looking to buy this speaker, definitely check out the links in the description below. So the AudioPro P5 is built with contemporary design, and I personally think it's a really good looking speaker. It would be nice if it comes in a grey fabric like material, but this speaker only comes in black. So it reminds me of the center speaker of some 5.1 speaker system, and the front of it you get a whole grille system that makes up the front design of the speaker. Looks clean and nice and has a nice Scandinavian touch to it as well. So at the corner here, there's also a small AudioPro logo there, which adds to the nice design of the speaker. And the majority of the speaker is made of this plastic material, slightly rubberized to give you some grip. And at one end of it, you get these holes to put the lanyard in. And at the other end here, you also get a flap that you can pull open. And inside it gives you two things. One is the USB-C charging port and an 3.5mm auxiliary jack for you to connect any device to it. So at the top of the speaker, you get some controls here, but nothing fancy. You're gonna get a power button, which also acts as a play or pause button, a volume rocker, which doesn't control track skipping, so that's a missed opportunity there, and lastly a Bluetooth pairing button to pair or unpair Bluetooth devices. And that's pretty much what makes up the entire speaker itself. And the speaker doesn't come with a particularly large battery and is rated for about 14 hours continuous playback if you play it at 50% volume, and if you play it at maximum volume, they take a super big hit to the battery and it only lasts 4 hours, so not the most impressive there. So charging it up from empty takes about 4 hours, which is honestly not the fastest there. So honestly, for a speaker of this price and caliber, I was hoping for a better spec speaker, but I was kinda disappointed. And the speaker comes with a Bluetooth 5.0 chipset with support for AAC and SPC audio codec, and no higher quality codecs on here, especially where aptX is already getting very common, and at this price point I don't think that's too much to ask. And considering that companies like Edifier and all are starting to put high-res audio codecs into their devices, so I think this is honestly a missed opportunity there. So the speaker comes with an IPX4 water resistant rating, so you're gonna get splash resistant here, and not so much that you can drop it in the pool and not worry about them. Also, just for contrast, the 3-bit Stormbox Pro comes with Qualcomm chipset and IP67 dust and water resistant, so that's really cool. So the speaker here also comes with a 10-watt 1-inch tweeter dome and a 25-watt 3.2-inch long throw woofer. So these are pretty decent specs here, but they are not the loudest speakers and you probably don't want to play them at max volume anyways, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So the speaker also allows you to daisy chain them so you can connect up to 2 speakers at once, and there's also no multi-point connectivity on this speaker. So sound quality wise, I'm honestly not blown away by this speaker, especially at this price point. If this was half the price or maybe less than that, I would still think that it's fine. And I was really hoping so much more from an AudioPro product. And they gave me a very frustrated feeling because I really expected so much more from this speaker. Just to get it out of the way, I've tested this with Tidal and Spotify, and I can assure you that my sources from Tidal are MQA files, so that it's not the reason for it to sound like that. To be honest, it's a very messy sounding speaker, and I think they are just kind of all over the place. The bass on these are quite flat, so really nothing too impressive here, and you're definitely not buying them for bass. The mids honestly sounded kind of hollow, very hollow in fact, that you feel that they are trying to overcompensate it because that V-shaped signature that they try to achieve, and end up making the mids and vocals sound bad. So the highs on the P5 are also messy and with very little clarity. I really wanted it to be good, but that's what it is, and using them at louder volume just doesn't do it at all. It sounds muffled, sounds messy, and frankly not my favorite at all. I really hope to hear from someone who owns this and let me know if it's just my copy or do they sound like how I just described them. So in terms of call quality, since there's no microphones on this speaker, so you're not going to be able to answer your phone calls on this speaker. So there's no Bluetooth 5.2 here, but with what you're getting, they are actually pretty good. So watching videos are generally lag-free, and when it comes to gaming like PUBG, you get the typical Bluetooth 5.0 latency. For most casual needs, they are pretty okay. So anyways, let's take a look at the latency test of this speaker. So I'm really sorry AudioPro, but I cannot recommend this speaker. It's definitely very beautiful, but it just doesn't sound good enough for me to justify that price tag. So probably check out my review on the 3-bit Stormbox Pro for something half the price and sounds way better for a small speaker. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.